welcome heading back to Trouser Cold Seal. We're now heading to the airport to go find Eustace, I'm guessing. It's open just enough to be able to enter the airport. Should we do so? Yes. Thanks. Who will be waiting for us beyond here? It doesn't matter at this point. Let's go. Right. Don't have a good Selena Sharon voice. It's gonna be like that. I'm gonna think about the entire time. Hard Airport. I like how we just snuck into the zone with nobody in here. Wow, Rio Airport's as nice as I picture it being. It's my first time visiting as well. I suppose this must be an airliner. I've been aboard them a few times. It does seem like air travel stopped. I'm waiting for you. Hey. Who would you be? Send a deliver message. See that airship right there? Make it to the lounge on the third floor post haste is what I was told. Oh, no good ideas. Let's go. Yeah. The kids make it sound like it was Eustace, so I don't see anything here. Okay. I don't know why it sounds so quiet to me right now. The airship is massive. Indeed, although I naturally couldn't hope to compare the courageous in terms of size. Make sure to go to the third floor lunch. Please, stay on guard, as it's the person calling us is, or what they have in mind. Right. Is there something in here? Oh, okay, these are just nice. It kind of looks like a train. I can just leave again? Okay. Here's there for lunch. Should I straight inside? Yeah.
You certainly took your time.
Hi, Eustace!
Eustace!
I suspected it was you.
Yeah.
How long did you intend to make me wait? I have wondered whether you would even bother to show up.
Yay!
I think that's partly your fault for making us go through all that trouble to get to you.
There are eyes everywhere in this city. It would have drawn too much attention for you to come here directly. That was just my way of looking out for you. Perhaps you could try thanking me.
See, you're as much of an ass as you ever were. I can't say I'm surprised to find you're in good health, though. Ill weeds grow apace, after all.
I could say the same about you. Given how useless you are at anything you can't learn from a book, part of me expected we would next meet with you behind bars. Again.
These two.
It hasn't even been 30 damn seconds and I already want to kill you.
At least you're well. That's what matters.
Natia secretly loves
really
him.
is great
They
to
love
see
each
you
other.
again, Eustace.
The same to you. I'm impressed you were able to overcome the many ordeals you've no doubt faced to make it this far.
Oh boy.
Though I should hardly be surprised. I've always had high expectations of you.
I just picked up your food. You want it again?
You've made good
My
on your
cat.
word and showed me exactly what noblesse oblige means to you. I would like to believe that in my own way, I have done the same.
I think you have. Unlike you, though, I don't think I would have been able to do anything without everyone's help. Still, thanks, Eustace.
This means that all of Class 7 is finally together again.
Minus Crow.
And I couldn't be more overwhelmed with joy. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you so much. You've been a tremendous part of making this happen. Thank you, Sharon.
I haven't the foggiest idea what Sharon is doing here, but I suppose it doesn't matter right now.
Eustace?
I've been kept abreast of your activities through the Noble Alliance's information network, so I'm well aware you've been fighting their forces across the land using that ash-colored knight of yours, as well as the fact that you've chosen not to ally yourselves with the Imperial Army, but instead fight as a third faction.
Yeah.
Oh, Has word of Valimar been getting around that much?
That said,
I
didn't
mean-
arrange for us to meet like this just to see one another again. I did so that I could make the difference between our respective positions crystal clear.
What do you mean? I see. You have no intention of coming with us, do you?
Really?
What? Wait, Eustace.
You surely saw this coming. I'm the son of one of the most influential figures in the Noble Alliance. And as I imagine you're already aware, I've been assisting him and his provincial army in fighting this war.
Come on,
We
Eustace.
know, but
Is this what you believe to be your duty as a noble?
Meanwhile, my brother is acting as the Alliance Force's chief of staff, and as for my father, he was responsible for hiring Jaegers to attack Ymir, which is not only your home, but the home of all the kind-hearted people who welcomed me with open arms earlier in the year. I can only apologize. If I'd returned home earlier, then perhaps... No. I don't even have the right to do that much. Yet with that in mind, it should be clear that we can't go back to the way things were. The gulf
Come on,
between us
Eustace.
is simply too vast to be filled.
You don't believe that shit.
Our paths have parted. That is reality.
No.
This can't be the only way.
It doesn't have to be like this, Eustace.
I will guarantee you safe passage out of the city. If you deem it necessary, I can even have you escorted out by car. However, once you're out, we can no...
Eustace,
Yeah, keep trying. Try again. Give him
I
that
can
talk ring.
understand why you feel somewhat responsible for what happened in Ymir. I can understand why you, as an Alberea, feel as though certain things are inherently expected of you.
Don't fall for it.
Actually, I should probably tell you that Dad woke up the other day. All that's left is for him to get his stamina back now. He'll make a full recovery.
That's good news. I would have liked to pay him a visit myself. But with circumstances as they are...
We know you don't believe this shit,
Oh,
Eustace.
don't worry about it. I'm not telling you that to make you feel guilty. I'm telling you because I don't want that to be your reason for what you're doing.
Pardon?
What I want to know is what you want to do, and the path
Exactly.
you want to take. If you want to help your family because you agree with the ideals of the Noble Alliance, I won't stop you. But if that's not what you want to do, if you're only helping because you feel like you have to for whatever reason, if you're doing it because you feel responsible for what happened to my dad, which, by the way, you aren't,
The Jaegers did it.
or if you're doing it because as much as you want to come with us, you feel like you don't have the right to, then you're nothing more than a coward who's running away.
Damn.
I don't believe that's how a real Erebonian noble should act. They should do what they believe is right, and do it with pride. If Dad was here now, he'd say the same thing.
Don't commit to this, Eustace.
Your father really would know what to say at a time like this. Yeah.
We're only students, still learning more about the world around us. Alone, we don't have the experience or knowledge to go around proposing solutions to the conflicts in this country, not to the war going on around us, nor to the class divides that started it. But that's alone. And that's why I think we all need to come together as a class again. We're all inexperienced, but we all come from
Yeah.
different backgrounds and social standings.
I
and
hope
we
he
each
doesn't
have
just, like,
unique
really actually excuse
experiences to
himself.
share. It's only by pulling those together that we can overcome whatever life throws at us. It's worked for us during every one of our field studies. Why wouldn't it work now?
He's right, Eustace.
Indeed. Reen had to remind me of that too, you know.
It's always nerve-wracking for those of us who have to watch you pull crazy stunts all the time, I hope you know.
It certainly is.
Come on, man.
I see my suspicions were dead on. No matter the circumstances, you've always been the one to blow away my hesitations.
Then you'll come with us?
Still, no matter what you say, I am an Alberea, and as such I have duties and responsibilities to fulfill. If you are determined not to back down, then we will have to settle this with a duel.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
Just as you and Crow did 1 month ago.
Wait, are you an Awakener?
A duel?
Follow me, Reen. Our destination is Aurochs Canyon. There we shall settle this matter once and for all.
Excuse me? Also, I made food, so don't mind me eating it. the fuck is this?
Well, well. I wasn't counting on this. I'd only intended to gather information on the Crimson Wings. And yet here I am, bearing witness to such a compelling scene. I've no duty to report anything I see to Duke Alberea, but I suppose there isn't any harm in watching how
Who the
things
fuck are you?
unfold.
Whatever.
Oh, it's this
Do what
guy.
you want. I don't care. I'll just go kill time in town or something.
Oh no, not this time. You're coming with me and that's that. I'm here to support you, not babysit you. You're the one with a number, not me. Try acting like it.
Fine,
Did
fine.
you say who he was?
What a pain.
I remember briefly saying something.
There's a familiar face among them, so this might not be a total waste of
Ah.
time.
I find it interesting, like, I feel like they probably do say the same things whether or not who's there, but do they have special voice lines then, like, for certain people? I can't remember who he was or if it said. Since it's glued on Sharon, I want to say Ouroboros, but it could just be saying that because you could have taken other people with you. On a bike? Shit.
Isn't this Angelica's bike?
I thought she entrusted it to you after she withdrew, Reen.
What in the world is it doing here?
I made use of my family's influence to have it brought here from the academy. Since then, it's been left in the hands of a skilled mechanic, so it's been well maintained. You will be riding that for our duel.
I'm sorry, we're racing?
You mean our duel will be a race between me on this bike and you on that horse?
How fast is the
Partially.
max speed that a
The
horse can
finish
run?
line will be the plateau where we fought that monster during our field study. Once there, we shall begin a sword fight to determine the victor.
Useless.
Whoever arrives first will therefore have the advantage of more time to prepare.
Okay, I understand what we're going to do.
Can I have a save?
So if I win, you're coming with us, right? You're not backing out?
Correct. In the unlikely event that you defeat me, I
No.
will concede and go with you. But know this, I've absolutely no intention of holding back.
Please show me what you can do because I did not like
That
you in
bike
battle
of yours
before.
may have the advantage in terms of speed, but I know this area like the back of my hand. Do not expect this to be an easy battle.
Oh, I
I
won't.
don't.
I'll be coming at you with all I've got.
I would expect no less.
They're way too fired up about this.
We'll have to simply stand aside and see what unfolds.
Right. We'll go and take up places along the course to watch.
In that case, I will signal when to begin. Rest assured, I wouldn't dream of giving either party an unfair advantage.
We
That
know,
works for
Sharon.
me. How about you, Eustace?
Very well. Let's begin.
David and Lars went and took a position on the course, and after taking a moment to refamiliarize themselves with the orbital bike's controls, the time came for the race to begin.
Here we go.
Do us all a favor and knock him off his high horse.
Literally.
I won't let you down.
I can tell me to bike because. Okay. Hold to revert. Okay, L1, R1 to move, L1 to brake. Do we get like a Mario Party start on this?
I'm ready, Eustace.
As am I. Now demonstrate to me the strength of your resolve.
All right, take your positions, please. 3, 2, 1. Begin!
This is as fast as it goes.
Good luck, you two.
Knock that jerk down a peg or two.
Take a left here.
Use this path here.
Fuck.
Everyone's really into this.
How do you. Fuck. He's gonna beat me now. Fuck, I need to beat him. You lost right, accept defeat. Fuck you, Gabe. I had him good.
2,
Until I didn't, obviously.
1.
Don't mind me. That's fluid, alright. I did it, guys. Yay! Okay, I just got fucked that one time. I didn't expect that to do such a sharp turn by Emma.
Yes!
Your performance was admirable, I'll admit.
I smoked him for a while until I just, like I said, until I didn't.
The advantage is mine, Eustace. Let's settle this once and for all.
No matter. A handicap like this will hardly pose a problem for
Why
me.
are you such a fucking douche?
Come at me, Reed.
Let's
Come on,
do this.
Eustace. I know you don't believe in this shit,
Come at me.
which was annoying. But then I won afterwards, because you can't lose. Yeah, get screwed, Eustace.
Looks like I win this one.
He knew he was gonna
I
lose.
should have expected no less. It's hard to believe how much your swordsmanship has improved in such a short period of time.
Don't sell yourself short, Eustace. If I'd held back even a little, I'd be the one kneeling on the ground right now. Your skills really shone through, both in the race and
Oh, that's
our
not
duel.
weird. You can act like weird.
I can't pretend to have held back either. The victory is well and truly yours, Reen.
Reen! Eustace!
Are you both all right?
Hi, guys.
Oh, hey guys.
Reen! Eustace!
You couldn't have waited?
The verdict should be plainly obvious.
Yeah, I managed to scrape through. It was pretty close, though.
Was it?
Does that mean you'll come back with us?
I fought with all my might. I performed to the very best of my abilities, holding nothing back. And even then, I couldn't compare to your strength and resolve. With that, I have no more reservations. The path I should take is the same as yours.
Yay!
About time. We're happy to have you with us, of course. We'll find the answers we seek together.
Yeah.
And together, we'll bring Crow back too.
You can count on me. Starting today, I am a member of Class 7 once again.
Yay.
I'll show my father and brother just how I believe one bearing
Yes.
the name Alberea
See, I know he
should
didn't really
live.
want to do it. Yay!
Honestly, you really know how to stir up drama.
I feel embarrassed just watching you two.
There's nothing to feel embarrassed about. This is just part of how we are as a class.
There are some things you learn only by directly confronting those you care about.
Yeah.
I know this much from experience. As do you. Do you not, Machias?
Well, sure, I guess.
Congratulations on reuniting nearly everyone in Class 7. I suppose now is the best time to start thinking about what to do.
I wouldn't celebrate your paltry victory.
I don't know who
just
this
yet.
bitch is. I have no idea.
Who was that?
I like how they all do question marks, but Sharon did an alert mark because means she knows.
Up there.
Oh. Oh, you're with the knights. I didn't recognize her without the armor. Never mind, I do know who she is.
Who are they?
One of them is wearing armor.
Oh dear.
You're one of the ones that protects that bitch. She was in Azure, I think.
Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. I'm afraid I've come to thoroughly put a damper on your reunion. I hope you don't mind.
She knows us?
Just who are you?
Well, at least one among you should already be familiar with
And I'm pretty sure the Lance Maiden girl is she said she's Ouroboros too. So that would mean Sharon
But
does know.
it wouldn't hurt to introduce myself for the benefit of the others. I am a lady after all.
Duvali.
My name is Duvali.
Duvali.
I'm the head knight of the Stallritter, an esteemed group led by Ouroboros' 7th Anguis
Oh,
in
yeah.
all her glory. And it is by her order that I have come here today.
Okay.
You're with Ouroboros?
So the Steel Maiden sent you,
There
did
she is. That's her name, Steel Maiden. Because I think Lance Maiden's like the original one.
Looks like our luck just ran out.
Might I ask if the Stahl Ritter is somehow related to the Eisenritter? The name is eerily similar. Even their only difference in name is related, with iron and steel being two metals.
Oh, you're the Arseid, aren't you? Are you curious? I'll bet you
I didn't
are.
fucking ask for no reason.
Well, I'm not going to tell you.
Congrats. She's a little punk.
Pardon?
Does it bug you? Does it? Your curiosity is going to build and build
Okay.
and eat away at you until
We're
you
always
can't
curious
even
about what the
sleep
fuck
at night.
Ouroboros is doing. Nothing new.
Sucks to be you.
I can't stand her. She is definitely gay for the Steel Maiden.
Is she really with Ouroboros?
So you guys get all of them, huh?
Quite that curious. I wouldn't want to pressure you into discussing something you aren't comfortable sharing.
Hold on a minute. There's no point in pretending you don't care. I know full well you do.
She doesn't act like it, but there's no doubting she's extremely powerful.
Indeed. She may not be an enforcer, but not for lack of skill. Although the power of the man beside her is even more frightening.
Leaving that aside for the moment, I've already introduced myself. It's only proper for you to do... Ugh! Why are you still up there? Get down here right this instant!
What do you need me for? You can handle him just fine yourself.
Oh, for goodness sake! You're supposed to be number one! Would it kill you to even put the tiniest bit of effort into your job?
So he's
Number 1?
And he's an enforcer just like Sharon and Phantom Thief B.
Indeed. I happen to be number 9. An enforcer's number is not in any way indicative.
yeah. I thought they were all random.
But by coincidence, his may actually be so. He's easily among the strongest in Ouroboros. Perhaps even the strongest.
Never tried fighting steel to see which one of us gets the top spot, though. That race before was kind of fun to watch, so let's see what you got.
McBurn. I do not find that fitting.
The name's McBurn. Some call me the almighty conflagration. And talk is cheap. I hate conversations that just drag on and on. So let's
He's
skip
such
to
a
the
cool
good
guy.
part, okay?
Oh.
The power radiating from him is incredible.
What are those flames?
I don't know if I want to fight that.
Shall we begin? My swift swordsmanship was taught to me by my illustrious
We
lord.
know you're obsessed with her.
And you haven't a chance in hell of withstanding it.
I've gone to the trouble of coming down here. Do me a favor and try lasting a minute before you call it quits.
Damn, okay.
Your arrogance will be your undoing.
Give them everything you've got.
Of course!
1 second. Okay. I don't think there's anything special. It just says to defeat Diwali. I don't think you're going to be able to defeat the other guy then.
Don't die too easy on me now.
Come on. This is
Finally dropped that
impossible.
bitch.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Turn to ash!
I like how I killed Diwali and then he immediately just
can't be
dominates my
happening.
team. But I did defeat her, so it doesn't matter. Fuck yeah.
Man, is that really what you call everything you got?
This can't be happening.
How can they be so strong?
I've never fought
Or
anyone so
Boris things.
strong in my life. Not by a long shot.
Well, he did 1v1 Viscount, but he did hold back on you.
I didn't expect we would have a chance against him head on.
We were able to knock that knight down at least.
Ugh. I can't believe I lost to mere students. And of course, one of them had to be an Arseid. This is so humiliating!
Oh, give me a break. Were you even trying? I thought you beat Louve once. Hard to believe with that sorry
Louve?
fight.
Ain't no way am I calling Lo Lue. Out of your fucking mind. Lue? No.
I did. Granted, he won the other 99 or so battles. And I was! I simply slipped, that's all.
Hmm? Interesting. You mixed by any chance?
Mixed?
What are you talking about?
Nothing. If you haven't noticed yourself, I'm not gonna be the one to tell you. If you haven't, it's probably not much anyway.
Huh? What do you...
Anyway, I'm out of here.
Mixed. I wonder if he's like a half demon child.
You can take care of handing him over to the Duke.
You can't possibly be serious! You won't help even a teensy bit? It's a little much to handle all by myself.
Nah, I'm tired of this already. Maybe if one of them could seriously give me a run for my Mira, I'd consider it, but...
One run for your Mira coming right up.
Is that Sarah?
Huh?
It couldn't be.
She finally made it.
Oh, purple lightning?
Huh?
Where did that come from?
Sarah! I was wondering when we'd see her again. I didn't expect her to come across here.
Nice.
Looks like I was right to hurry. I wasn't expecting to find you fighting monsters of this caliber.
Your instructor, Sarah?
Yay! Sarah Valentine.
Sorry for the wait, but don't you worry your pretty little heads none. Now that I'm here, I won't let them lay a finger on you. How could I call myself your homeroom teacher if I did?
Thanks.
You're the purple lightning, aren't you?
Yeah.
Huh. Hey, I've heard of you.
Really? What? Ha. I don't know what to say.
Was this your doing, Eustace?
I used a secret channel to contact her. She was to be our insurance if things took a turn for the worse.
Really?
Oh.
I'm delighted to see that you're well.
Oh, she
Lady
should love to
Sarah.
see you.
Thanks, I guess. Still, looks like you've been fighting some of your old pals for the sake of my kids. And I can give credit where it's due. Thanks.
Ugh. Do you seriously want to keep
I want to
fighting?
like not like Sharon on the basis that she's Ouroboros, but I still have to say I like Sharon way more than I. Ren, I didn't really have feelings until her backstory.
Because you're an A-rank bracer.
And they really drilled that one in hard. Now that one hits.
You ask me, this is more like it. Not like there are any towns nearby I can burn down, so maybe it's time I stopped holding back.
Because Reem glows the same way.
Stay away from him.
Those are just like...
You.
Hold on a moment. I know I said I wanted help, but I'd rather you didn't set me on fire in the process.
What the devil are you doing up there?
The hell?
That sounds like...
Fuck off, Dad. I'm busy.
Duke Alberea?
Father? Or no?
Lord Eustace.
Eustace, what is the meaning of this? You dare to leave a letter like that and simply disappear? Have you gone mad?
Letter?
Hey, Duke. You mind staying out of this? I was getting all fired up there before you came and ruined everything.
Silence!
That's why he's
This
called
has
McBurn,
nothing
I
to do with
guess.
you. I will not stand for behavior like this, Eustace. You will do
And
as
no,
I...
and that.
Your selfish actions will smear mud on the good
Fuck
Alberea
you,
name.
Dad.
Is that what you want?
Yes.
My intentions are as I outlined in the contents of that letter. I intend to walk my own path with my classmates at my side. I have no wish to dirty the Alberea name. On the contrary, I wish to find for myself how I should live as one who bears it.
Eustace.
What is this drivel? I always knew what a mistake it was to accept you into this family.
Damn.
Come forth, Knights of Kreutzen!
Yo, chill. Damn, he really hates his son.
Oh boy, here comes trouble.
These must be the
Valmar.
soldats from Oryx Fort.
I don't recognize that one either. It must be a new model.
We're making new models? Heavily armored.
Yeah, there there's any interest I had left. Have a blast. See ya.
Must you always be so indifferent?
I think it's interesting they always just teleport out of existence. I want to know how that works.
Reen!
Right.
Looks like it's your turn to shine.
Then...
No matter the results, we can't turn back. Take care, Master Reen.
Heed my call.
Valimar, the Ashen Knight.
Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
I think we're gonna hear a lot of that.
Acknowledged.
I'm wondering how it goes if we're gonna use him like the entire time, and then if so, is he gonna be forever? Like, I kind of feel like they said they come in time of war, so like, do they shut down when the war's over? When they feel that the world is balanced again, they're like, till the next terrible choice that humanity makes. Yeah, how's it feel? I'm extra armored, bitch.
An ash-colored knight? Huh. So that's the foul fiend that caused trouble for the soldiers from the Twin Dragons'
Oh, so that's the Ashen Knight?
The very same great knight that fought near Trista at that.
And I can sense even more mana coming from it now than I could then.
Sorry.
Its form is most impressive.
I love that Sling permanently goes with him.
Go forth, my knights! With them in our custody, the top spot in the Alliance is as good as mine.
Dude, what a
Show
piece of
them
shit.
the terrifying strength of the newest addition to our army!
You suck.
Yes, Your Grace.
It kills me inside to know that people are just so horrible to like their kids and stuff. Come on, let's get
That
it.
one looks tough. Heavily armored, too. But I'm sure Valimar can take it.
Right. Let's do this. I'm counting on you, Valimar.
Understood.
I still kind of don't get the whole like link
Alright,
thing.
you
It's
ready?
always unlock, yes. Get down. Okay.
That was a tough one. I'll need you
Yeah,
plenty
whoever you
more
end
in the
on.
times ahead.
Okay, very interesting that you get link points for whoever you end on. 'Cause you can change them out indefinitely.
This can't be happening. How can our new soldat be defeated?
Damn you.
Fuck you, Duke Albright. Get the fuck out of my face. And Rufus and Throne
think
Hands
he's
next
ready,
time I see you
Celine?
too.
He should be.
Reen!
Give us a hand, Emma. We're going to open the spirit path.
Right!
Why do we need a hand all of a sudden? Just to boost us up quicker? Jump in, everybody! Classmates wise, everybody else fuck
A
off.
transportation spell?
Time to make our escape.
Wait!
Bye, Dad.
Isis, you can't leave like this. I won't allow it.
Hey, that's too bad.
Farewell for now, Father. Please give my regards to Rufus as well. It is my dearest wish that you won't repeat the mistake you made with Ymir a second time. Arno, might I ask you to return the horse I borrowed to the mansion?
As you wish, Lord Eustace.
Butler's like, fine.
Wait, I say! That is an
No.
order, Eustace!
What are you gonna do about it? Come jump in the portal with us and then get fucked. I love that we just like fucking invised out of there like everybody else. The last class have found they left pretty hard. Even raising the family together, their feelings remained mixed. Miriam was a Jews for joy, and each of them left a nasty scene of foreboding at the forefront of their minds. They were face to face with the Alliance's leading generals as well as newer, more powerful kind of soldat. That, along with the realization of just how powerful Ouroboros and forces could be, left them with happiness and fear in equal measure. Guided by Valimar, they made their way back to Ymir. I'm waiting for this final, like, when everyone gets strong enough to just go ham against Ouroboros. Or is it just gonna be forever, like... I wonder if there is any resolution, like, will this end... Actually, I think they said the next game's gonna take place in, like, different parts of Zemira, because they always specify that this is the western continent of Zemira. So... Oh, we're back. So we're working like that, Valmar. This is not a concern. With the battle is overcome, operational efficiency increases. This is a sign that you, too, are growing, my awakener. Me? I will return to a state of inactivity. Should you cry me, you need only to call my name. Looks like you fell asleep. We should let him rest for a while. Eustace. Eustace. Are you sure I guys leaving things that way? With your dad, I mean. Made a decision, I have no regrets. But now that I made it, I intend to always look forward, not backwards. Just don't go over concerning yourself. Supposing you try to comfort me. Ha! My involvement matured so much since I last saw you. Couldn't be proud of. I've gone through so much to come this far. So it seems. What's that? Oh, he took the bike. The orbital bike? Move the transport here along with us. Oh, it's very close by. I must have been drawn on the spear path. I like how we just yoinked the bike. So why do we have the bike? What's the point of this? What's the setup for later? Eustace and Sarah join the party. Yay! I honestly don't know if I'm going to use Sarah. I don't think I'm ever going to go Sharon or Claire at this point. Realize me and Toval and Sarah can now use overdrive and link with each other. Well, the class has assembled, the number of overdrive icons in battle has increased to 2. So you save a second overdrive for later use. Use immediately one after another 2, allowing for new strategic possibilities. Huh. Alright. I love the bike is just here. I miss everybody. Where are they? Is Trista next? Yay!
Welcome home, Reen. I see you were able to find the rest of your classmates.
Yeah, this is everyone.
It sure wasn't easy, but we managed.
And we got
Someone didn't make it easy to find them, though.
Regardless, we wouldn't have been able to make it here if not for you all coming to find us. Thank you.
And naturally, that goes for you too, Celine.
Yeah, whatever.
It's good to see you guys again.
The winds must have been on your side.
Okay, my turn!
Right to Sarah. Oh!
Aw, why'd you move out of the way?
Because you were trying to hug me, obviously.
Oh, come on. You know you want to.
While I'd expected you to come back with your classmates, I didn't think you'd come back with Sarah, too.
Oh yeah, they always
Not that anything had ever happened to you, of all people.
Thanks, I guess.
Certainly has gotten lively around here.
Maybe Toval is into him and she's not into him. Toval's into her and she's not into him.
It sure has. You're looking a lot better, Dad.
I'm still a ways from being back to my old self, but I'm finding it a lot easier to walk around. Toval and Captain Claire have kindly been handling both the village's security and correspondence with the other regions, which means I can focus on my health.
We're not doing anything special, really.
We're just glad that you've been getting better.
That's not true at all. You've done so much for us. I don't even know where to begin thanking you. And Reen, I want you to know that we're both so proud of what you've accomplished.
Mom.
It couldn't have been easy coming this far, but you did it. You should hold your head high.
Thanks, Mom. Oh, I wouldn't have been able to do any of it alone. It was only possible because everyone was with me.
Well, I think we've been standing out here long enough. I've had rooms prepared for you all at the Phoenix Wing, so go ahead and rest there.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that where we stayed during our last visit?
That's the one. I imagine you must all be exhausted after all that's transpired in the past few days.
The open-air bath's finally been repaired, too. If you get the chance, you should enjoy a nice, relaxing bath
All
after
the
all your
emotional
hard
bath
work.
scenes. Is it gonna happen again? It's crazy to think there's still more to code. Still two more. I don't know why I did that. Thus, I left for the Phoenix Wings to recover from the exhaustion that built up over the past few days. Thanks to the manager's kindness, they had the building largely to themselves, so they enjoyed a relaxing dinner and soak in the springs. After dinner, they discussed what to do next. At the following afternoon, they returned to their rooms to sleep. No relaxing bath scene. Is this the church? No, this is the... What's the other icon? Is that a cowboy icon? Oh no, it's still bath scene. So peaceful tonight. Everyone's probably fast asleep by now. Whenever we'll spend our time apart, their voice, all with different things in our minds. Never flying back together as a class. It was easy getting this far, but we have one less thing to worry about now. I hold Lisa's support and encouragement. So thanks for having been able to make it this far. Hang in there, Lise. I'll bring you and Princess Alphen back safely, I promise. When I do, I'll be sure to thank you again for doing all I needed to come as far as I have. So to sit down and discuss what we're going to do from here on out, too. Maybe figure something like that about tomorrow? Got to bring at least some ideas to the table, but what? How we're together again, we've got to decide about our future. It's something we need to decide as a team. Went to their own challenges to face and problems to conquer. We should have faced what they were given head on. We went apart, but no one lost hope. Instead, everyone tried to make the best of the circumstances they were dealt. They came back on reunions? I think I was one who left the strongest impression was. Ooh, is this to spend time with them? Yeah, it's a bonding event. Ah. For the romance, It could have to be Lisa. She only someone they know about how we probably interest her. Because how worried she was for me. And now, treasured up by her mother and the right for company. She's putting everyone else first, just like she always does. She always could have bring us together again. She could be like her. She could be that strong.
Rain, are you there?
Saw that coming. Is it basically a bonding event? Okay. You nonchalantly get in the bath with Reen?
Lisa, I didn't think anyone else would come here so late at night. Sorry, I'll get out now.
There's no need to shout. I actually already
The
knew
blush
that
in
you were
cheeks.
here. I'd asked the manager beforehand. So I thought now might be a good time to talk with you.
Pardon?
Good thing I put that in a separate save slot. I didn't realize there was a bonding event right here, but that was... Whenever there's like the weird intersections,
There's
it's
really
'cause
nothing like a warm bath on a cold winter.
it always means there's some good thing.
Gazing up
thing
at the night
afterwards.
sky, feeling the warmth of the spring
Or
coursing
it's
through
been
your
way
whole
too long.
body. This is such bliss.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's my favorite time of year to relax in the springs too. But both of us bathing in here together is really, really not a good idea. Doesn't it bother you even a little? The two of us here alone
Reen,
feels kind
chill.
of, I don't know.
What's the big deal? I'm covered up, aren't I? I'd appreciate it if you didn't stare so hard, though. I might have managed to pluck up the courage to come in here, but it's still kind of embarrassing.
Well, I wasn't doing it on purpose. Sorry. But what made you need to pluck up the courage to come in here to begin with? You said you wanted to talk. Anything in particular?
Well, I just wanted to thank you.
Thank me?
I'm really
Thank me for
interested
what?
what the other conversations go like. I really want to see Sharon just because I want to hear a bunch more Sharon stuff.
I don't feel like I've done anything that warrants being thanked.
You have, though. And for everything, really. I wanted to thank you for surviving all this time so that we could meet again. And I wanted to thank you for coming all the way to Nord to get me. Maybe we can't be here with Crow, but because of you, the rest of us are back together again.
Because of me? That's not true. Besides, it was only because of you guys that I was able to do anything at all.
Goes both ways.
I knew you'd say that. Still, I feel like Class 7 is what it is because you're at its center. We had faith that you get back up on your feet and fight, and it's because you followed through that we've come this far. I'm not the only one who feels that way either. So, thank you, Reen. Oh, come on! Knock it off with the laughing! It wasn't easy to come here and say all of this, you know.
I'm sorry. I wasn't laughing at you. It just finally hit home that everything Elise said was true. I had no idea that everyone was thinking of me as much as they were, or that so many people were looking out for me. It just made me realize all over again how blind I've been all this time. So
Yeah,
I couldn't help but laugh at myself.
But you're an anime guy, so you know.
Well, I can accept that. And now that you know, I don't want you to ever forget it. We've been through so much together, Reen. We have a bond so strong, nothing can ever break it.
Don't worry. I won't forget. Now that Class 7 is together again, I'm sure we'll be able to go back to the academy one day. As long as we don't give up, I know we can make that a reality. So, let's give it everything we've got.
Of course.
So when does any part of Cold Steel like force a love interest? Because like in Sky it's Joshua and Estelle, in Zero it's Ellie and Lloyd. You can, I guess you can pick Noelle, but like let's be real. At one point does it kind of push it? It kind of seems like it's clicking into him how much Elise cares about him, but I don't know if it's like clicking into him that he likes her. Kind of seems like it's going more of the Elise way with this story. And Alphen outright being like obvious about saying Elise's feelings, but Reen still being dense, of course, because why wouldn't he be? Every day. I think the base meetings companies this afternoon. So I got plenty of time to figure out what we can do beforehand. That's nice about what's on my mind too. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Receive bonding points. This time Laura and Emma used to set up 2 bonding events that can be viewed instead of 1. Talking in this yet after viewing the first one will allow you to view their second. Okay, that's a lot of choices. Okay, we have 7 bonding points, so we have a lot to go through. I'm gonna do Sharon and Claire. I might do them twice. Claire, you can't do twice, but you can do Sharon twice. So we might, but I'm gonna think about it. There's 7 points, there's a lot to decide. I actually was thinking about doing Toval this time, but now he's not even a choice. So one time I was like, yeah, maybe I'll do Toval. He's like, no. So Toval's not getting shit from me, I guess. Doing some shopping, Sharon? That's right. Since you'll be gathering for discussion of the wings, I thought I might help out in the kitchen. I also thought I could prepare some food for your father, seeing as he has other business to attend to. Sounds generously, thanks. Several Ouroboros have recently revealed themselves to us. I can't help but assume we're up to something. Like you know, Reen, no matter what happens, my lines will always lie with you and your classmates. Please ensure that what you decide this afternoon is something you can do without regret. Sharon, sure will. Glad to have your support. Till the end of the time? You're gonna know she got her back, but she's still cooking for Dad. Maybe I can help her out with that. Yeah. Well, you've been looking out for us, that doesn't mean I can help you with cooking for my dad. Might as well try to pay him back a little for all those years of love and devotion, right? I'm sure your father'd be overjoyed to hear you say that. As soon as I'm done with shopping, we can head over to the kitchen. Sharon is so interesting to me because we have no idea. Like, I say Sharon's a bad bitch. She is a bad bitch, whether she's evil or not. You know, who knows what she's done. Probably a lot of shit. I'm guessing there's some bad blood between Sarah and Sharon fighting before. Toval doesn't seem to say shit. No one really seems to say a lot about her, which I also think is interesting because Ouroboros is like, oh, hey, Sharon, but that's it. Like, no, there's not a damn word about her. So I am intrigued to find out at some point in time, hopefully, more about Sharon herself. Taylor and Sharon watched the mention. After seeing the rings when I was out, they started making a hearty meal for his father. What are you making yourself? Borscht. Good idea. It's got plenty of vegetables and it should be great for warming him up to boot. Couldn't agree more. Well, the protein the meat up using should help accelerate his recovery as well. Master Reen, can I try when you chop the vegetables? If you would, so I'll prepare the meat and season the soup. Sure. I wish I could do a Sharon voice, but I could never, even if I tried. I can't whistle. Sorry. So these, I can like throw air through like that kind of. That's all I can do though. Kind of sounds like a teapot. Sadly, she's like just any other maid. Takes me to watch her cook for us in the dorm. I heard that she's actually an enforcer for Ouroboros sometimes. Ow. Is something wrong? Heavens, you sliced your finger. Sorry, I should have been paying more attention. Didn't cut too deeply though, so it should be fine. Oh no, that won't do at all. Would you hold still a moment, please? I'll stop the bleeding. Sharon. Sharon, what do you... This is so awkward. There, that should do the trick. Sharon, I'm not sure it's a good idea to start sucking people's fingers out of the blue like that. Any particular reason? Bringing advantage, so please wait in the adjacent room. She's thinking, isn't she? There we are. All better. Please leave the rest of the work to me. Should give your finger time to heal. You're really right. I'm sorry that could be more help. Be of more help. You need to be sorry, Master Reen. Even a valid contribution as it was. My controller just keeps remotely disconnecting. Probably remembers Lady Lisa's younger days too. When she found scared to knees, she would always start crying for me to come and help her. Oh, how sweet. You can picture how embarrassed she'd be if you and Sharon was telling people this. Come to think of it, you've been working for the right family for a while now, haven't you? 7 years, in fact. Shortly after Mr. Renford's passing, can I begin to thank Madame Sharon Irene enough for giving me the chance she did. So only thanks to her kindness that I would bring a new life under her employ. So, okay, so I'm guessing she left Ouroboros then? But then she said to Bill Block at one point, he said, oh, are you going to follow the path of Ren and Ren and Joshua? And she's like, oh, that path was long closed to me. But she seems to, like, you know, she says new life here. So, like, I don't know if she's completely done with them. Is that you never been made before she hired you then? Were you before? Oh. As you know, the sector doesn't enforce her. Michigan Ouroboros was first led to meet her. She wasted no time in trying to hire me. It's in both capacities concurrently after that. One of the executives who only hired Agent Ouroboros. She never sees 2 Mays, huh? She certainly doesn't. Unless it's thanks to her, I was able to find a new path of my own. See, if me to turn back and change what's already been done, she was going to give me a different future. What do you mean? Oh, nothing. I was simply thinking out loud. Because I have in the past, my love for her and never waver. My devotion to Class 7, Master Irene, she continue all I can to serve you. So it seems like she does have regrets about her time in Ouroboros, so she... I'm wondering, like, I still low-key feel like she probably said some shit to Ouroboros. Like, how they got this far is because of her helping the chairman, but I think maybe in that time she realized that she doesn't actually want to fuck over the whole world and the Renford family because she loves them. Dora says that too. Hope it was stay fondly attached, Sharon. The conversation finished, Ren returned to preparing Baron Schwartz's meal. After helping however he could until his mother returned, Ren left them to finish by themselves. Yay! Hell yeah. Oh, she has auto-curia? Oh, also, I'm not even gonna lie, so I spent forever redoing everyone's, orbit systems. You can kind of see how they lose some love. Sarah, I did the dirtiest. You know, it'd just be like that. The thing is, I won't use half these characters. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Elisa, Eustace, and Gaius, I hate touching. Like, I don't like them. I'm sorry. Like, combat-wise. Not as people, just, like, combat-wise. I can't stand them. I'm sorry if that's an unpopular opinion. I don't know what the opinions are. The first time I played through Cold Steel 1, I didn't really like Reen. But it'd be like that. Where are they? They're outside. Can you put me... Not near Mirror Valley, but, like, yeah, the plaza. Thank you. And they are they standing by... No, they're by the train station, which is right here. I didn't really like green, but I actually really like green now. Captain Claire, something wrong? Hello, Irene. Something major. I just used an update from one of the men that contains some information I found personally relevant. Oh, well, I won't pry, but the rest is sounding kind of stunning. Trying to push yourself too hard. There's really few chances we get to rest. Appreciate the concern. Still, you have everything to worry about, than my well-being. My future Class 7, for example. The time difference is still there, and the perfect time to sit back and figure all that out. She's putting on her brave face until she's more exhausted and she's letting on. Yeah. I like how her name remains Captain Claire. They don't just call her Claire. She remains Captain Claire. Well, since we're so well defended, why don't we'll take a little time to unwind? They have billiards at the Phoenix Wings if you're interested. What do you say? Well, get a way of trying to keep them town safe? Sure, I'll take you up on that offer. Oh, that's cool. Is billiards like... I'm not gonna embarrass myself. Excuse me. Is billiards another name for pool? Because I think pool. But, like, are they different or are they the same? Because I'm gonna have to Google this shit in a second. Huh. I'm sorry. I say it in a second. I'm gonna have to do it now. Can't believe you just pocket all the balls in one shot. Is billiards the same as pool? No, they're not the same. Billiards is a broad term that encompasses all cue sports, including pool, carom builders, and snooker. Oh, what the fuck is that? There's more balls and different rules? They're just... Okay, so it's just the broad. Interesting. You learn something new every day. I don't know. Snooker. That's a weird name. Can't believe you just packed up as one shot. Fortunately, they all moved exactly how I calculated they would. I'm sorry. I don't think you've had the chance to take a shot, haven't I? Thinking about it, kids like these seem like actually the kind of thing you'd be good at. Just like walking in a bear trap the moment I invited you. Granted, I should at least try to hold back a little. Sorry. I could have done a better job making the game more enjoyable for both sides. Otherwise, leaving Starlings a chance to keep things interesting. Lines right up with my impression of him, too. I always did peg him as a trickster. Still, I wish I was a better player. I'd been able to put up a half-decent fight in that case. Well, how about I get you a few pointers while you're here? You don't mind? Excuse me, sorry. Not at all. Could teach you some valuable skills I guarantee to help. Making good use of them will be down to you, but they should allow you to improve your score when playing. If you're sure you don't mind. Gary glanced at her happily, teaching me how to play more effectively. She made a to complicate issues and techniques sound simple, going through every step with limited kindness and patience. Thanks to that, he's able to prove an astonishing amount in a relatively short period of time. It's cool. Maybe if you ever meet Randy, you guys can, like, hit it off. I really long to see, like, some of these groups come together, because, like, they're all fighting for the same justice of the world. They want their country to do well and everyone to be safe. And they're in just different pockets. Like, and we got to see, like, Estelle and Joshua kind of hanging out. That's because they were chasing Ren. They went back to Liberal, but, like, with how crazy Airbonia is, I imagine that they would be stepping in at some point, probably. Or it's gonna pass because Crossbow and the shit that happens there. I was in the same pocket as well. Thanks to me, that's the first time I've been able to plug all the balls without making a single mistake. You really are natural at teaching. But able to do anything at all if you aren't such a capable of people. If any other questions, feel free to ask. Have to keep practice with you if you're up for it. Really? Huh, kind of person, Captain. What makes you say that? Well, it's true. You and I have already helped us countless times in our field studies. Now you've chosen to come with us here and help with protecting the village. It's easy to forget sometimes you're part of the RMP and the Ironblood. Feels like you're always there, watching us in the shadows, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you for saying how much I've really done. Those graduate as well, after all. It's helpful want to look out from others from the academy. In some ways, I just want to act like I'm still there, looking at for classmates like an upperclassman would. For whatever reasons, it doesn't change that I'm still grateful. Can't say for sure, seeing as I'm only a younger sister. If I had an older one, I feel like she'd be just like you. Hi, Claire. Captain? What was that about? Don't mind me. Please try to use anyone with a meaningless gesture. Well, if you say so. Regardless, I intend to continue doing what I can to aid you in the future. Did she lose a sibling? That's gonna make me cry. My parents may be serve the RMP and carry out the will of Chancellor Osborne, but I have no reason to believe that I'll be anything other than allied to you in Class 7. But never done either way. And that help you can give will be a long way for us. I still had to know what prompted her sudden embrace. He wasn't able to press the subject further. Conversation hour, they suddenly made their way back outside. The cat's being a hooligan. She's about to start heathen hours. I want you to know I sat here for probably like an hour in silence, and she's totally fine. But no, I start recording, and she's like, "Huh? Huh? You're awake? Huh? You wanna play right now?" Even though I've been awake, like, bitch. Hello, Laura. Even there, here feels clean. It's hard to see why you wouldn't confide so fond of this village. I'll take the chance to bring Father and class here one day. Happy to have them. And don't worry, I'm sure there'll be plenty of chances once the war's over. I hope so. I suppose that's one reason for us to hasten its conclusion. I'm still lost as to how, though. What should we do, I wonder? She's definitely racking her brain with this. Maybe a break will do her good. Yeah, I'll spend time with you. I'm gonna go somewhere and take a break. It's gonna take a British night when you're stuck on a difficult problem. That sounds reasonable. In that case, I'd like to ask you a favor. Would you escort me to your room? Laura! Don't come on so fast. What? I don't think she actually is like that. She probably just wants to see, like... Because she always has swords and stuff in her bedroom and whatnot. Always practicing the way of sword. She's probably interested in what Reen's looks like. Yeah. So this is your bedroom. The decor has something of an eastern feel to it, fitting for a former student of young confides. Is there anything here that's particularly representative the day you leave school? I should have known. Coming off guard when you asked the serum, but I figured that's what you were interested in. Yeah. Why'd you be surprised? Oh, it's nothing. That's your question. I don't have all that much of it. Sometimes it feels like there's like this thin line that I like Reen. I always say that apparently every girl is just like obsessed with Reen, or I think so, but like it never really feels like Laura is that into him. Like they kind of remind me of more siblings than anything else. But then there's just weird shit he says like that. As for your question, I don't have all that much, I'm afraid. Wait, actually, some tea leaves Master Kavai gave to Dad a while back, I think. How about it? You for having some green tea? Really? I'd like that very much. What the fuck is that? Those like little like dumpling things? This is quite a refined taste indeed. It's my first time tasting green tea. Michael let me sample the tea served at her class tea house during the festival. It seems to have more depth to its flavor and fragrance. Master Kavai is a huge fan of this kind, apparently. Brought it back from the east himself. So he's bringing gifts when he comes to visit, so he's popular among the locals. Everyone here likes him. Really now. Maybe it's to have the opportunity to meet him in person. I can easily see why he and Father get along so well. Would you happen to know where he is now? Nope, afraid not. The letter received from him during vacation here didn't specify. So he was something of a vagrant. He wanders the continent through the year, stopping off wherever he pleases. So while I couldn't tell you where he is, I'm sure he's just fine. I imagine so. If rumors to be believed, he has provision with the Plato's father, if not more so. Are you worried about your dad? I am. I try to avoid admitting it publicly, but it's a fact. His skill is as immense as ever, but given the various weapons that have come into play during this war, along with our powerful warriors such as General Aurelia and the Knight from Ouroboros. Yeah, I can't blame you for being a little concerned on the circumstances. Still, all we can do in the meantime is keep going and doing what we're able. So as long as you keep that up, I'm sure we'll be ready at them in due time. Maybe. No, you're right. In a sense, this but another trial we must overcome to reach greater heights. Yeah, I know we can overcome this as long as we're together. Class spirit. There's a train in the background, sorry. Yay. Yes. Anger. What the fuck is that? Hold up. Sometimes restores 50 NPC when partner is attacked. Damn. Okay, where's Gaius at? The church. Gaius is always at the church. Always. Literally always. Yep. Figured a quiet church would be for a place to sit and think about what we can do. But so far, hasn't done me much good. There has to be something we can do to help the people we're running up, but what? Yeah, though hopefully whatever we decide will help people in North too. There's gotta be something that only we can do that will help better people's lives. We just need to figure out what. That's about the point I'm at. Still, if we keep thinking it over, I'm sure the ones in the goddess will grant us their inspiration eventually. This does actually like a pretty good place to brainstorm. Maybe we should join them for a while. No, now that I think about it, someone I'd like you to meet. A friend of mine, in fact. A friend of yours. Yep, follow me, I'll introduce you. She's in the village right now. Okay. Is this friend of yours here? Can't sense anyone. Suppose you didn't have trouble sensing him. Especially if you're trying to sense a person. What am I looking for if he's not a person? Here he is. Oh! Yeah, that was the hawk that showed up earlier, right? And I said, like, siege type situation, so Loki is. Is that a hawk? Huh, looks like they'll just say from the Jaegers in Nord. The very same, in fact, he's a friend of watches in the Nord's Highland from above. His name's Zio. He's one of the warriors who fought alongside Emperor Dracos during the war. Aw, Scree. He looks so cool up close. What's he doing way out here? I guess this is the man. Saw him on the roof of Phoenix Wings last night. Would have followed our scent. All the way from north, though? That's quite the distance. I wonder why he would follow us. Which I could say for sure. I'd like to think he wants to lend us his aid. He watched us up a few times during our battle, so I imagine he thinks he can make things easier. Scree. I see. Well, he's already got us out of bond once, and if he's got your glowing endorsement, he'll make hell of an ally. Okay, welcome to town to see. Whoa! I think he's trying to say he has no intention of getting too friendly with us. He'll just watch over from above like he did before, letting us his aid when he sees fit. That works too. In that case, thanks for watching our back, Zio. Scree. Not quite a siege level bird, but close. I guess, I mean, Siege doesn't. Siege is, I think Chloe actually talks to Siege. But, finding allies left and right these days, aren't we? Certainly feels that way, though I bet he sees with our weaklings in need of protection than allies. Either way, I'm sure his support would be invaluable in the days ahead. Excuse me? Yeah, I don't doubt that. And I could say the same about yours. Likewise. Quite large duo finally to return to the church together. Yay! Oh. Huntering earlier than he otherwise would. Oh, okay. Thank you. Cover. With Gaius? Gaius has so much fucking health. Why do I need to cover him? Look at this. I got 11,675. He's got 11,275, and I have an item on that is like 1,000 more health. Okay. Who's next? Who's next? Okay, we're gonna do Sarah, because she's pretty low as well. Well, seeing as 12 miles are safe, I'm guessing all the prisoners here are probably okay. Should say the same for our colleagues over in Crossbow, though. Can't get in touch with Wenzel. Friend of yours? Oh, is that, that's what his name was. Mr. Fruity Man. I don't remember. I could never remember his name. You go a ways back, yeah. He's here to the racer here. Eventually back to move to Crossbow. Anyway, leave worrying about the guilt to us. You got enough on your place as it is. Just focus on what you guys are gonna make next. If you're taking a break, be happy to join you, though. You should take up on that. Yeah. Sounds nice, actually. Would you mind hanging out for a while? Striking out there inside, I see. Alright, I could use the company. It's actually gonna head to the tavern for a drink or two. We say a little change of venue. Fine with me, but I'll stick with living the dry life. Figured you said that. Come on then. Surprise, Sarah wants to go to the bar. This early at the tavern, Sarah asked Gerald for alcohol recommendations, and after she offered to pay, Reen settled on a ginger ale. It's the good stuff. Got very mild taste, but it's sweet and refreshing too. No tea makes nice with good rice of all things. It's kind of alcohol from the east that Master Kafai brought here, I believe. Gerald said it's called Yunma Shu. The Master Kafai sure knows this stuff. Sounds like a man I'd love to drink the night away with. So he's a bit of a heavy drinker, so I'm pretty sure he'd take you up on that if you asked. But you want to cut down the booze, but things so shaking out, you never know when you'll need to take action. I know. I'm not planning to give myself plastered to get the discussion later on, so don't freak out. I think I want a bit of alcoholic relaxation time, personally. After all, I went car directly while I was hiding. It was torture. Would you not need poor Structure some sweet, sweet relief? Sure, relief. Let's call it that. What are you doing all this time anyway? We didn't hear much as a rumor about you. I was just lying low, getting a fish that cut the connections from my guild years. Information what was going on elsewhere in the country, the capital in particular, that kind of stuff. In the capital? Managed to find anything out? Well, you yourself sad to say. Noble Alliance is going on a great job of keeping information from leaking out of the city. After that, I decided to sneak in the cruise and province to follow the Alliance moving from there, and that's when I ended up getting in touch with Lucis. I see. It's pretty impressive you're able to do so much on your own. Well, working along and gathering information are two things I had to get used to during my guild years. Something new for me. If anything, more impressive than you managed to do. Glad to see everyone here was okay after the Jaeger attack, too. Seems like it was a high-ranking corps. Yeah, the Northern Jaegers under orders from Duke Alberea. Fortunately, there are no fatalities, even the experience was pretty traumatic for everyone. That's what happened out too, so there's been no real long-term damage, except for kidnapping, like, Elise and stuff. But you God's blessing in that respect. Sorry I couldn't be there to help you when you needed it most, Reen. You need to apologize. You couldn't possibly know what was going to happen. Is something wrong? You look distracted all of a sudden. No, it's nothing. I just think I would relief is that your dad's okay. So he's like such a pleasant man, especially for Noble. Handsome, too. I don't like where this is going. Oh, relax. I'm just kidding. Anyways, well, that said, we went this far. Can we get the rest of it, too? Just keep your eyes on the future. That starts by deciding what to do next. You're right. We'll be kind of stuff was awesome. At least let me finish before you wind up passed out on the floor. She's proud of her students. Finishing a drink, green light, and ever so tipsy instructor Sarah back to the Phoenix Wings. Yay. Deciding what our classmates should do is a little more difficult than expected. Still, I had 3 yards so that I could make my decisions about my life. I'll make this one for myself, too. The decision is yours. The burden doesn't have to be. House of Bray has problems concern every single one of us. The reason you sort all this on your own. You've been with me all this long. It's not going to change. Thank you, but I'm aware. I bet a break could help him clear his mind. Should I want to? Yeah. Hey, wanna come look after Arthur with me for a bit? Who in blazes Arthur? Oh, is that the name of family's horse? Got it in one. Since you're kind of a horse expert, I really appreciate if you could help me out with him for a bit. Why not? I'd like to see him for myself. Lead on. I really like Eustace. I know I forgot about I forgot about him. But I do like Eustace. I like everybody. This is a fine horse. There's strong dignity about it, much like the young horses back at the academy. Yeah, he does. He's pretty friendly too, isn't he? He's been here since Dad took me in, so he's getting up there in years. We still got the same energy. Dad still takes him out hunting along with Beidou. Beidou, probably. I see. How much is dignified experience as a result of much experience than appearances. I flipped those words around. It does appear to be in dire news. Next to us, however, those aren't quite as defined as they should be. Wow, miss, you could tell. You're not in the running club for nothing. There's not much chance to get out and go since Dad was injured, so that's probably why. Then, if we can, I'd like to do something about that. Let's see to give me a good brushing before you take him out. I think he'd like that a lot, actually. The brushing Arthur and gave him all the care and adoration a horse could dream of, Reen and Eustace took on the mountain path. How long do horses live? He's really happy by the village. It's been quite a while since he had last had the chance. So it appears. How would you even rather go out hunting with his master, however? I'm sure he's far more comfortable with their usual rider. My family and the riding clubs are no exception. Makes sense, but Dad's injuries, I don't think he'd be fit to go out hunting anytime soon. See you in the riding club. Do you have any clues going back at Thor's? He managed to get the back out of there, so I figured you might know something. Mind you, I was only a booster through the Noble Alliance. I tried to make use of my position as a member of House Elbrea as best I could. Fortunately, my authority pales in comparison to Father or Rufus's, so I'm afraid I was the most I could do. That's a shame. Still, I appreciate you trying. They do you a lot, even for little things like helping me look after Arthur. I really think I deserve your thanks. Being my father's son, some of the associated with disgraceful actions fall on my shoulders as well. I have a duty to do all within my power to atone for that for both Baron Schwarzer and Ymiria's people. I'm sure my brother feels similarly. He appears to be prioritizing the role in the Civil War at the moment. Like I said back in Briard, there's no reason for you to feel responsible for what happened here. I'm sure that you're concerned about your father and your brother, but dwelling the past benefits no one. I can just keep moving forward. You do have a point. No burden out there exists that you should have to shoulder alone. Now, as long as you remember Class 7, as long as we're together, we'll be able to carry the weight of any burden. Wonder if they get used to how our class works by now. Even everybody should show that spirit through actions over words. Exactly. We both know what we need to do. We swore to one another and we fought them when we came back to us. Indeed, I fully didn't do as promised. I'm gonna stick one out for Rufus and say that he's planning all this to watch it all burn. Cause like, I have a hard time believing he's just straight villain, nothing else. And Yusuf still seems to believe in him. I mean, like, maybe he is. Maybe he's just a fucking asshole. Who knows? To continue walking along the path with Arthur a bit longer, then eventually turned to descend the mountain. Of course, upon the returning meal, they gave him a generous helping of food before going back to the Phoenix Wings. Yay! Cool. Art support. What is that? I never really looked at, like, what they did before. Sometimes good to support our partner's offensive arts by 1.2. Okay. And then we go to Emma, who is in the tavern. Emma, my darling. I don't mind if you focus on Class 7 for a while, but don't forget we got a full-fledged witch to worry about. The less things to do with it, the better. When the time comes, we want to try hard out that bleeding heart of yours. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I hope she'll give us a chance to talk things out first. It's kind of the one thing I was warning you about. Summer conversation answer. So wonderful to be back with Celine again. I can focus on if you should act for me or not. Not that that will be particularly easy decision. Yeah, we're glad to have you weighing in on the matter, though. Oh, just remembered the sign you buy from the shop in the village. Oh, can't tell you what it is, I'm afraid. It's a secret. No idea what she's talking about, but she looks happy about it. Okay, now I'm getting curious. No Celine's not allowed, but do you mind if I join with your shopping? If it's okay, I mean. I know shop here pretty well, so I might be able to help you find whatever it is you're looking for. Really? That would be lovely. But you gotta stay here, Celine. We're gonna get handles on our own, so don't even try to follow us. Fine, whatever. All the secrets just creep me out anyway. I'm gonna take it that nobody hears the cat. Rena left a slightly sulky Celine behind and took off to slightly sulky Celine. That is a fucking tongue twister. Took off to the store to buy whatever it was Emma was searching for. Here we go. The color's just right too. That's wool, right? Didn't know you could knit. I used to do quite often back home, actually. Been working on a scarf for Celine for a while now as sort of a reunion present. It's almost done too, but I ran out of wool, so I came here to buy some more. Oh really? In that case, why not finish in our living room? Thought you should be able to work on it without her finding out about a surprise. That sounds like an excellent idea. Thank you, Reen. Just showing out dimensions. Living room. We decided to sit and come here. She worked. The both of them enjoying this soothing warmth of the fire. Bro, there's not even anything in there. Like little chopstick dances. Made some tea, Emma. Wow, it looks great so far. It's really coming along, guys. I mean, 10 out of 10. This air, fantastic. Why, thank you, Reen. This deep blue color will suit her personally. Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to see how it'll look when it's done. It's nice to see how close the two of you are. Close? Do you really think so? She's really important to me, but at the same time, she's not exactly pleasant to me most of the time either. I don't think she means any harm by it. Don't tell her I said this, but she was really worried about you the whole time we were separated. No fact that she cares about you, even if she has a tough time putting it into words. Really? Thanks for telling me. Ever since the day I was born. But I guess I still have a hard time reading her. Once I made trying to become a full-fledged witch, she became my familiar. Since then, she was like a sister to me. Really? I'm kind of jealous. As far as students go, it's like you two can be completely open with one another. When it comes to Elise, I always find myself holding back from saying what I'm really thinking. You say that, but I'm sure Selena is still keeping plenty of things from me. I can certainly be more open with her than I can with Vita, though, at least. If you don't mind asking, how are the two related anyway? Since she was something of a sister to you when we first found out her true identity. She's a sister in the sense that we both turned to become witches together. I always admired and looked up to her, both for her skill in witchcraft and her beautiful voice. Even now, I feel like I'll never be able to catch with her in terms of raw talent. I see. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. All you can do is keep trying, really. I suppose. One thing's for certain, you won't be able to catch up with her in a day. You didn't learn how to knit that scarf in a day, right? That took time. Catching up to Vita shouldn't feel any different. All you can do is keep trying to be better yourself. And you put it that way. You have a point. Thank you for the encouragement, Reen. I feel a lot better now. Chloe and Emma are kind of similar. They both bear a big responsibility, especially, I mean, Chloe. Eventually, Emma finished knitting the scarf and probably delivered it to Celine. And watching me not put in words, it was always from her praying that she was very pleased. Can I see her little sweater on? There better be a sweater on this bitch. I swear to God. Are you fucking kidding? That sucks. Where's Emma? There she is. Oh, I can take her glasses off too? I bet the contact lenses way back when Makius took off his glasses. But you can take it off of her too? It feels kind of criminal though. Like, it feels like wrong to do. Like, they wear glasses. So that's the tell us if everything starts soon as she gets rest? Yeah. We good. I saved like a separate like secret save for like all my characters like orbments because they don't unequip the stuff, which I really appreciate this time around. They don't unequip anything, but if they take away, I feel like they would. So I'm like I kept it safe so I didn't want to take a picture of it. Eventually, the talk to 12. One by one, classmates make their way to the Phoenix Wings cafeteria. Once they're all together, they jump right into the discussing what they're going to do from that point forward. Okay, this is the end. 9,000 Mira?
Oh, you went up a rank. Here's a little something from the guild.
Braveheart. Hmm.
Nice work.
Thanks, Tobo.
You should be
Oh!
proud of yourself.
I got an S on this. Diwali is kind of a bitch, but I like how they made Sharon stand. They're like, no chair for Sharon. I guess I never see Sharon
I
sitting
thought
down.
long and hard about it, and I think we as a class need to find a third way.
Also, does it ever say what Reen's necklace is? I like can't remember if it does. And he just like wears it all the time.
A path of our own, separate from the ones the reformist and noble factions are taking.
A third way, you say? I do agree. It wouldn't feel quite right for us to directly support either side.
True. We might be military academy students, but we're still students.
Involving ourselves in a civil war isn't something we should take lightly.
Especially as a neutral third party.
We might have a divine knight on our side, but we're still going to need to be very careful how we proceed.
Because they also have a divine knight.
Whatever we do, Valimar will certainly be at the center.
Yeah, this is true.
No doubt. We've all seen how powerful the Divine Knights are. If we use them right, we can intervene in the war as much as we want.
They're quite literally beings of legend. However, his potential influence on the war is all the more reason why he will need to be used cautiously.
What are we gonna do then? Even if we agree on not siding with either of the factions, I'm pretty sure each of us have different stuff we want to do, and different things that we have to do too.
Yeah, that's true. For my part, I need to rescue Elise and Princess Alphen from the Noble Alliance's clutches. Whether it's alone or with you guys, it's something I'll do.
There's no way you'll be alone for that.
Yeah.
We're with you all the way. I'm concerned about Dad too, what with them having him under arrest.
I still can't get in contact with Fiona either. I'm glad I was able to see Dad, but I'm
I'm sure
worried
she's
about
fine.
her.
They're just locking you down.
For me, I'm worried about Ruhr as a whole. It's a huge relief to see you're all right, Sharon, but Mother's still unaccounted for.
I'm sorry I can't do more to comfort you, my lady.
And I have no idea where Father's been.
Well, I don't
for
think
the
we're gonna
past
find him anytime soon. Especially
I'm
on a
certain
fucking
he must
courageous.
be well, but
I'm sure
all
him
the
and
same-
Olivia are parting it up.
We're all worried about our families, I see. Hopefully, we can find some information on all of them before the fighting gets any more fierce.
I'm certainly not worried about the safety of mine. Although, suffice it to say, if we choose to intervene in the war, conflict with them is all but inevitable.
That goes for Zeno and Leo too. They've been
Yeah.
hired by the Noble Alliance, so I'd say it's likely we'll run into them in the future.
Forgot about those bitches.
Plus, Emma and I still need to talk to Vita to see what exactly
Who
she's trying
cares?
to do. To figure out what's so important to her that she was willing to break a taboo to do it.
That's true.
Whatever you decide to do, you'll have my full support. Just as the warriors of Nord did 250 years ago, I'm determined to fight to protect my second homeland, and those who live within it.
Oh, same! We can do this! I can back him up, right, Claire?
How could I say no? I have my own duties to take care of as part of the Railway Military Police, but I fully intend to support all of you with everything I have.
I'm thinking it's about time I return to helping the guild, actually. But I'll still be in touch with Sarah, so
Bye.
I'm sure I can lend a hand or two anytime
Sorry,
you need.
Tomo.
Naturally, I'd be
Please stay,
overjoyed to
Sharon.
continue serving as your dormitory's caretaker.
Don't take them away. I want to play with them.
I'm your instructor,
take them
so you're
away.
stuck with me to the very end. Whatever you choose to do, you'll have my support. You're going to need to decide on a more specific course of action, though. Resolving to find a third way is a start, but only a
Yeah.
start. It also leaves plenty of questions that need to be answered on top of it all.
Well, then how about this? Let's figure out right now whether or not we want to keep using Ymir as our base of operations.
Just so we're clear on this, there's a limit to how many people can use the spirit path at any one time. And with as many people as we have now, I'm not sure how useful it's going to be at this point.
And we're limited on how frequently we can use it.
Oh, we should take. Are we gonna take over the school?
Oh, right.
But
'Cause
we're
it's like
also
in the
just
heart,
as
it's going
limited on
everywhere.
where we can go otherwise. We haven't exactly been the most subtle
Yeah.
group around.
Who's to say we could even operate elsewhere?
I need to take my meds.
An astute point. The Noble Alliance will no doubt be even more wary of us than before.
Especially with uses, they're pissed.
No matter what we decide, we lose.
Who says we lose?
Indeed. Yet we're short on time, so a decision must be made now.
There's gotta be something that only we can do.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but I know it exists.
I say we
I'm
take over
sure
the
that
school.
we'll find it. The best thing we can do now is keep talking things out until we find a way. There's no point in rushing into a decision.
Also, then, like, I mean, I guess there are students there, but, like, I don't know.
Well, doesn't this look fun?
Oh, this fucking bitch.
Mind if I join in?
What in the world?
It couldn't be.
Vita?
This bitch.
It's lovely to see you again, Emma. You were finally able to reunite with all of your classmates. I'm happy for you. Really, I am. The goddess was on your side after all.
Fuck you.
Cut the crap, Vita. Have you been listening in all this time? Where are you?
I'm not far at all. Listen closely now.
I don't think I will.
That sounds just like... Is that?
It's coming from above us.
Run. Airship. Damn, that thing is big.
Isn't that the Noble Alliance Force's flagship?
What's the Pantagruel doing here?
Pantagruel.
Damn it! I didn't think she'd tell the rest of their army where we were.
But why now?
Why? Because our preparations are finally complete.
Vita!
Vita! You're here. Yes, I am here, in the flesh. Good day to you all, Class 7.
That staff is crazy.
As nice as it would be to finally give you a hug, Emma, I wouldn't want to keep our guest of honor waiting any longer. So, without further ado...
Really?
Can't be. Isn't that...
The Azure Knight. Crow.
Bitch. Ordine. You guys realize this is Ashen Knight, Ashen Knight? Are they all gonna be A's? I assume there's more than just these two.
Long time no see, guys. Sorry for dropping in on you like this, but I'm sure you know the drill by now. You ready to have some fun?
Is that really you, Crow?
There's no doubt about it.
See. You damn terrorist.
Come on!
Right. Heed my call! Valimar!
The Ashen Knight.
Acknowledged.
He didn't say Ashen Knight this time, guys. I like how they're just like, he's just like, okay, Celine's like, let's go. Celine's still with him. I'm kind of wondering if it will only function with Celine too, because Celine like overrid his rules.
I'm not gonna lose this time, because at the end of the day, he's just an obstacle that needs to be overcome. So lend me your power, Valimar!
Very well. Use my power as you see fit.
You've really taken to piloting since your last encounter, haven't you?
I would just
I was
smack that
hoping
bitch
you
out of the
would,
sky.
and you didn't let me down. You boys have so much potential. But potential is only that. Potential. And you, Reen, might want to reevaluate just how many obstacles need overcoming.
You know, every game has like a happy ending, or like an ending that keeps going, that resolves itself, like Sky did. Sky 3 was kind of weird, but there was still a resolving ending for that. Like, the crossbar is still to be decided, but you know, it's still good. We got like Kie back. I'm like kind of pressed though right now that like like, because they've all been so great, like, I'm waiting for some, like, horrible, like, ending. Like, I'm waiting for someone to actually die, and I don't know what to do about that. I hope that doesn't happen, but no one say if it does or doesn't happen. I don't want to hear it. Let's not think about it.
Aren't those the Alliance's allies?
Long time no see, kiddos. You doing all right, Fee?
I see the purple lightning has joined your ranks.
Zeno. Leo.
Zephyr. And a few members of Ouroboros, too. Guess all the big guys wanted a piece of us today.
And look, Sammy's here too.
Kindly stop referring to Clown Soleus with that bizarre nickname.
She won't.
Ha ha!
Oh my god.
Ah, it's such a pleasure to visit this wintry wonderland once again.
Oh, it's a pleasure, all right.
This fucking bitch.
Time for my
Get out of
annual
here. You're so
revenge has
pathetic.
finally come. Now you shall pay.
You're like the easiest bitch here.
It's only been 2 days since you first fought them, you know.
This could pose a problem. Why send so many powerful allies here? And all at once?
You've proven to be rather formidable adversaries after all. It wouldn't do to underestimate you.
Low-key, his voice kind of sounds
Rufus.
like Olivier.
I'm pleased to see you all again, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
Maybe
As
he's
for
just a
you, dear
bitch.
brother, I was told that you'd run away from home. It does my heart good to see you safe and sound. So, you've finally gathered up the will to make the difficult choices life set at your feet, I presume. Even if those choices place you in my line of fire?
Yes, I have.
Can't believe he's shown up too.
The Noble Alliance is pulling out all the stops to finally get rid of us, aren't they?
Reen, we'll take care of everything here. You and Valimar have your own battle to fight.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna be honest to God right now. I think we would get fucking slaughtered. Like, even with Sharon, like, Sharon's probably your best backup here, followed by the rest of the instructors, just because they're older and have been doing this type of thing much longer. And say instructors, I mean, like, Claire and Sarah and Toval and stuff. The guest members, I guess. Like, especially against Fuckboy Enforcer 1, don't remember his name. Duvali's not really a
We're in
Spellbook
for a
Blanc is
real
like...
brawl out here, but a guy couldn't ask for better opponents.
Leave the battle
I don't know
on
if
the
Vito
ground
will
to us.
fight.
We've no intention of backing down without a fight.
I don't think Rufus is gonna fight.
Wait, Sharon!
I know they're all strong, but
Oh yeah,
still.
Zephyr too is still there. The 2 parts of
Well,
Zephyr.
what do you say we get started?
Excuse me.
Here he comes.
I like how I end the chapter and then we just go straight into battle. Usually I like wrap it up for the next thing, but I guess we're going ham.
I'm impressed. You managed to hold your own better than I expected you to.
Why
It's
you
only
such a
been a month
dick?
or so, but you've really grown as an awakener, Reen.
It's been like 2 months, because I'm pretty sure Celine said that at the beginning.
Well, it's hard to go through the kinds of things I have without growing from the experience. And now that I've done all that, I'm going to be the one who takes you down.
No, you're not. I said you could hold your own, not that you could win. Remember, there's still a 3-year gap's worth of experience between us. And it's time you realize just how much of an impact that gap has.
You're gonna kill me over it?
That's
Goddamn.
enough, Crow!
Altina is like, I don't know, probably strong.
Do they really stand a chance?
Well, they're putting up a good fight so far, but yeah, it's not looking good. They're outnumbered for one thing.
Then it's time we lent them our aid.
Agreed. Weapons at the ready, guys.
Always in a rush, aren't you? Stay right where you are. I'll serve as your opponent today.
You will?
Trying to stop us from joining in?
I'd rather our intrusion cause as little inconvenience as possible for the people of this village.
Really, Rufus? You're just gonna be straight up asshole? I lied. Fuck Rufus, guys. This guy's a bitch.
I'll let you make the first move. It's been quite some time since I last instructed you in fencing, Eustace. I look forward to seeing how you've improved.
I don't have William though. And I don't have the guest
His guard's
members.
perfect.
Stay alert. Rufus is a master of court fencing. We'll need to put all we have into this battle to even stand a chance against him.
I would have it no other way.
I have to use this. Yeah. Well, Elliot's going in there. You're going in there. You're going in there. And then, I'm gonna go Machias. I'm trying to decide out of these three who I want. I'm gonna say Gaius just on the premise of health, I think. Why does he get to go first?
I'm scared. That's been embarrassing.
Well, I won't deny that was an entertaining.
You're not supposed to beat him, so it doesn't really matter. It says that to get MRP you have to reduce it less than 50, but like I really don't care
But you
about
do well
that
to
much.
intensify your training regimen if you hope to best me.
How is he so strong?
We didn't stand a chance.
He might even be stronger than Sarah.
Are you guys okay?
Hey, you really think you've got time to be worrying about them? You ain't getting out of this one, Reen.
I feel like realistically though, like maybe I could take a few hits from
All
Azure
right,
Knight while I
bring
just
it
beat the
on.
shit out of everybody else personally.
It's time to settle this, Crow.
I don't think that we have to beat him either. Yeah.
Hey, are you okay?
Talk about bad things happening, right?
Settled enough for you?
You didn't even bother to use that trump card of yours.
He wasn't even trying last time, then was he?
Come on. With the way you are now, I don't even need to try. I'll always win. And that, Reen, perfectly illustrates just how massive the gulf between us is. Maybe you think you've had it tough up till now, but you're gonna need to go through a hell of a lot more if you want to even the odds.
I see the battle here has come to an end.
Oh, hey Vita.
I can't help but feel a little bummed that everything went exactly as I thought it would. Still, it just goes to show how much faith I have in your skills, my sweet Azure Chevalier.
Funny, I don't recall ever becoming yours. How's everything up top?
I think it's only a matter of time before the battle is decided. But we've caused enough trouble for the people of Ymir already. It's about time we brought this to a close.
I love that they care about the people of Ymir. They're like, let's like, you know, let's be nice to them, but we're about to just like go probably nuke the earth or some shit. Like, they're literally trying to like. Oh, this
My
far.
apologies for not coming down to speak with you in person, ladies and gentlemen of Thor's Military Academy. You know who I am, of course, but I am Duke Cayenne, ruler of the Lemaire province and supreme leader of the Noble Alliance.
Duke Cayenne?
So even the big guy himself is here.
I must say, what a curious group we have here. I'd heard as much, but allow me to extend my most heartfelt congratulations. My expectations have thoroughly been exceeded. When I saw young Eustace and Laura in Legram earlier this year, I could never have imagined this is how we would next meet. Oh, I'm sure your parents must have warned you against wandering off with such disreputable individuals on a number of occasions. But I suppose every child thinks that they alone know what is best for
I
themselves.
mean, I think this is kind of how it goes.
Duke Alberea was simply livid about what happened. But it can't hurt to learn more about the outside world,
Every word that leaves his mouth is condescending.
Did you come all the way here just to tell us that?
Don't be silly, child. Reen Schwarzer. I had this meeting arranged because I wanted to speak with you. Perhaps the method was a touch too garish for something so simple, but do forgive me for not formally requesting an audience.
With me?
With you. Allow me to get right to the point. I wish to invite you, Ashen Chevalier, aboard our flagship. I've heard all about your magnificent exploits across the land, and so I thought it would be nice to sit down and have a long, pleasant chat with you about the past, the present, as well as your future.
you suggesting?
Oops, I just touched my glasses. I hate when I do that.
You want Reen to join the Noble Alliance?
Should you accept my invitation, we will withdraw peacefully from Ymir. Furthermore, I give you my personal assurance that we will leave this village alone for the duration of this war. A fine proposition, is it not? Are we interested?
Very well. Allow me to accept your invitation.
Don't be an idiot. This is clearly a trap. They wouldn't come all the way out here and take you into their flagship if it weren't.
I appreciate your concern. But trap or not, this might be a good chance for us, too. I think I'd regret it if I let it pass.
I agree.
Bellamar, transport Celine back outside.
Are you certain?
Now hold it right there.
Bye.
Don't worry about me. The odds were against all of us getting back together, but we did it. And I'm sure we can do it again, too. So just wait with Emma for now. I'll be back before you know it. Bellamar, if you would.
Very well.
Wait!
Sorry, Celine. They know that Reen wouldn't actually, like, be on their side. Of course, I put everybody's orbments and I make them all perfect and dandy, and then they just rip me away from everybody.
But remember this. You're an Alberea. There is power and dignity in that name, to whatever end you would use it. I want you to prove that the convictions you cling to are worthy of your loyalty. Not for my benefit, but for yours.
Fuck you.
Wait! Lord Rufus!
Well met, Lord Schwarzer. It's a pleasure to see you again. Allow me to extend my apologies for the harm my father visited upon this town and its people.
Never mind that. What do you intend to do with my son? And what is a promising young man like yourself?
We're simply going to borrow young Reen for a short while. There's nothing to worry about. I'm a busy man these days, though, so for now, I bid you adieu.
Reen!
We all finally got back together, too. Why?
Hey, but Class 7 is together, okay? They'll be back.
Sorry, but I'll be back, I promise. So stay safe.
I would have left Valimar, I think.
Reen!
Elisa, it's gonna be alright. It's alright. I think it's gonna be okay. So, are we gonna be like, I wonder like what happens, like do we play as Class 7 or do we play as, I assume we're always following Reen, so I guess we're probably gonna hang around the fucking evil ship. I don't know what it's called. Something with a P? I don't remember what it's called. Everyone spawned strength then. Oh. Why did they go everyone's bond strength and just bring Elisa? I'm guessing because she went from 3 to 4. I was like, okay. Act 1 end. What's manage save data? Oh. That's interesting. You can just delete. That's the end of Act 1. It's kind of pretty though. Well, it kind of reminds me of the, like, churches ships. Area about Pantagruel. So is there any special guests aboard this airship? Do you think Alfred and Elisa are aboard this airship? See, I would have left Valimar. Also, I'm sure Valimar could realistically break those chains. Because you said me, you didn't say Valimar, bitch. Well, I'm sure it meant Valimar, because Reen's kind of useless without it. Because they're scared of him.
So this is what Duke Cayenne looks like from up close.
A little bitch.
It's hard to believe that I've ended up in the same room as the leader of the Noble Alliance.
Kill him.
Although, I guess we did meet back in Legrand.
Dude, what do you think would
before the
happen if
war
you just
broke
started
out.
stabbing? Like, if you just went straight on his back and just stabbed him. Like, Crow would probably gonna shoot you, but like... Then they would just go to Rufus.
Reen Schwarzer.
Maybe do it to Rufus, because he's really the one controlling everything, I feel like.
Truth be told, we don't want this war to drag on any more than you do.
You don't say.
Really?
We only acted as we did, due in part to our dearly departed Chancellor's behavior being far too unreasonable to justify turning a blind eye. He garnered the trust of His Majesty, and in turn misused that trust. He flagrantly disregarded this nation's beloved culture and traditions, treating Erebonia as if it were his own personal property. Surely you too noticed this.
Well... I can't say I disagree. We did hear story after story during our field studies about how aggressive his policies were, about the way he didn't care how many enemies he made as a result, creating terrorist groups like the Imperial Liberation Front.
But as I said, the cause of our nation's ills is now gone. Now, all that remains is to turn back the hands of time just a touch, and the good old days of the Empire will be upon us once more. The key to this bright future lies in putting aside
I made
our
the biggest bowl of
differences
oatmeal, and I've just been
joining
slowly
hands.
trying to eat it, but it's just
Am
like
I
not
wrong?
happening. Like, I fell to the top by accident.
I'm afraid that yes, you are. Do you honestly believe that people can so easily put aside their differences after all the Alliance has done? You occupied Heimdall and effectively took every one of its citizens hostage, imprisoned the Imperial family. And let's not forget how you're now in league with the enemy nation responsible for the destruction of Gorelia Fortress. After all that,
I don't
the
think it had anything to do
Imperial
with them.
army would never bow their heads to the likes of you, even if the rest of the population did.
My word, I'm afraid there's been a terrible misunderstanding. The Imperial family is simply under our loving protection. They certainly haven't been imprisoned. But that does bring me to exactly why I want you to help us.
It does?
The Azure Knight is already on our side. But if we had your Ashen Knight as well, that would mean we'd have two of the great knights of Erebonian legend to put into play.
I love that his arm goes through his scarf.
Couple them with our Panzer Soldats, and the Imperial Army's armored divisions would cower before us. You may not find us winning the war ideal, but this union benefits everyone more than carrying on until our inevitable victory,
I don't think it's that simple.
I beg to differ. The presence of Soldats units on a battlefield makes a tremendous difference. What they may lack in firepower and armor compared to tanks, they make up for in mobility and versatility. But more important than even those factors is the psychological impact they have on our opponents.
Well...
We're only human. As such, we are as captivated as we are terrified of giant beings bearing human form. And if that holds true even for mass-produced Soldats made with modern technology, it will be all the more true for the divine knights of legend you and Crow possess.
Can't argue with that lot.
I will say it once more. Gileath Osborne is dead, and with his death, all that's left to be done is end this ridiculous war and return order to the Empire. Only then will everything be as it should. That includes both your pleasant academy life and the peaceful days of darling Elise and her friend the princess.
Are you trying to...
Whatever you ultimately decide, their safety is guaranteed. I would ask that you promise him this, if nothing else, Your Grace.
But of course, I'm not a monster.
I'm not a monster. I just get the most biggest horrible people on the planet together to do whatever I want. But like, I'm not a monster. I didn't do it. I just made him. I hired them to kill everybody.
We may stand on opposite sides of this conflict, but I still
Fuck
sit
you.
on Thor's board of directors.
Stop being a bitch.
And in that capacity, I suggest you consider carefully the choice before you. After all, every soldier must decide for himself whether a cause is worth fighting, perhaps even dying for. I look forward to hearing your answer.
You suck. Please go with us, Mastering. Let's go to your guest room. Food and restaurants will be ready for you there. Yeah, take me to my fucking guest room. Aboard the Pantagruel. Intermission. Okay, so I was only here for like the night. Wouldn't they just kill me and that would be the end of it? I guess I don't want to just slaughter me because I want the night to be used. But Reen's never gonna do it. Guest area. Because, you know, all the enemies just need the biggest guest area for all the people they're carrying. Jesus fucking Christ, how many doors are there? Nicer than a stealth time on Ouroboros' ship.
All that's left to be done is end this ridiculous war and return order to the Empire. Only then will everything be as it should. That includes both your pleasant academy life and the peaceful days of darling Elise.
And in front of the princess, sorry.
I suggest you consider carefully. After all,
Every son
I
would
look
die
forward
for.
to hearing.
We just heard this. I'm not listening to it again. Sorry.
It's hard to argue that this war began because the noble faction went too far. But the longer it goes on, the more people are going to suffer. Am I really okay with that? If I join them, I could reduce the number of victims, be friends with Crow again, free Elise.
You never
and
really
Princess
befriended
Alpha.
though. He like betrayed you.
No, this isn't that simple. Think, Reen, think. I was able to reunite with the others, but Elise and Princess Alphen are still in the Alliance's custody. What's the best thing I can do? This isn't just about me. What do all of us want to do?
Keep racking your brain like that and smoke will start coming out of your ears.
Fuck off, Crow. Get out of here. Get out of my face. Fucking lying bitch. Knock,
What do
knock.
you want?
Hey
Yeah.
now, no need to give me that look. I figured I was gonna find you busy thinking everything over like your life depended on it. And what do you know? I was right.
How about you mind your own damn business?
I agree.
Don't you have better things to do with your time? I figured the glorious Azure Chevalier would be far too busy with the war to be hanging out around here.
It's tough being popular. If you joined us, I could get away with doing half the work I am now. So come on, stop freaking out about it so much and make a choice.
This isn't something I can just decide by flipping a coin, Crow. And besides, it'd probably be an easier choice if not for a certain someone. What's that in your hand, anyway?
Grub, of course. Kinda early, but I brought you your lunch. Mind if I join you?
Ew, what are you drinking that's that green? Fucking Mountain Dew.
Hamburgers, fries, and onion rings, huh? I was expecting something more fancy like I had last night.
Oh, that kind of food more your thing? Okay then, give me a minute while I go ask the chef to whip something up.
No, this is fine. The burger looks delicious.
Cool. Alright, dig in.
I would just be ruthless. I'd be such a fucking bitch.
This tastes kind of different from a normal burger.
It's human meat.
Oh, no wonder. It's got whitefish in it.
Yeah, they're called fish burgers. Pretty good, right?
Yeah. The tartar sauce makes for an unusual
Ugh.
extra flavoring,
I don't
too.
eat fish because I don't eat any meat at all in general. And tartar sauce.
Oh.
I was never a big seafood person even when I
This
did eat meat,
tastes
but that's like a
amazing.
decade ago, so.
I like this way more than the food I had last night, to be
Sure.
honest.
Well, glad to hear it. Guess it was worth putting my cooking skills to the test after all.
Wait, you made this?
Was my first time cooking in a while, too. Sharon could probably do better, though. But I wanted to give it a shot anyway. This stuff was like soul food back in Dry, where I grew up.
Oh.
To think, all the time we spent searching for the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front, and he was right under our noses. Crow Armbrust, from the Jirai SEZ.
Oh, yeah. Vita was using some weird thing of hers to let you see what was going on, wasn't she? So I guess you saw what happened there.
Yeah. Jirai was that special economic zone in the Northwest you guys went to during our August field study, too.
Is there anything like that in the dry special economic zone? Well, I guess it makes sense seeing it's under direct control of the Imperial government, not a noble. I see your clothes next 8 years ago, is that right? Yeah, Empire stitched it out nice and neat without much opposition. This approximately is a special economic zone on the coast. It's a pretty lively place.
So you ended up going back to your old hometown then?
Yeah, by pure coincidence. It's changed a lot since I was last there, so it was kind of surreal being back again. But it was nostalgic in its own way, too.
It's been bugging me for a long time now. What could have made you want to join a group of terrorists like the Imperial Liberation Front? What was it that made you hate Chancellor Osborne that much? Enough to take his life?
This is gonna be an extra long episode just because this fucking intermission scene is ridiculously long.
Tell me, Crow. Please. I want to know what it was that made you who you are now. What kind of place Jirai was, how you lived there, and what you were doing before you entered the academy and met Toa, Angelica, and George.
Where's the fun in prying into a guy's past? Save all that talk for your number one in class. Who's the lucky girl anyway? Elisa? Laura? Emma?
Fee baby, no fucking way.
And don't tell me it's Milliam, because, you know,
I'm serious, Crow. I really want to know.
Definitely
Think
not
of telling
Milliam.
me your past is paying off the interest you owe on that 50 Mira. Because until I know, until we know, we won't be able to move forward.
You're really serious.
No, I was just fucking around asking questions.
Crow?
Sorry, I think my ear hurts.
My past really isn't that big of a deal, you know. It's got nothing on yours, that's for sure. If you find yourself thinking that's all when I'm done, well, I warned you. So, you really want to know?
Yeah. Nothing you say will change my mind. Please, tell me.
All right, you win. Like I said, it's just your run-of-the-mill sob story. Pick up any history textbook and you'll probably find a dozen others just like it. It's the kind of story that's so common no one bothers to remember it, like it never even happened. Back in those days, Jirai was known as Dry City. It was a city-state off the coast of northwest Zemuria that prospered through maritime trade with West Erebonia, Northumbria, and Remiferia. It had a population of around 150,000 people, so it wasn't exactly a big place or anything. Because of that, the surrounding nations left it alone and let us live out our days in peace. We were pretty fortunate, all things
Until they
considered. Until about 20 years ago. That was when the Northumbrian disaster struck, and much of the Principality of Northumbria was turned to salt. And as a result, trade on the northwest shore was reduced to virtually nothing.
That was in like a church book, I think, in like
Day
Sky
after
3.
day, Jirai's prosperity started to fade away. Still, it wasn't all bad. We had our fishing, our historic landmarks, our septium mines. We could make use of those to get trade going again, both to keep our state running and to help out Northumbria. In fact, the one who advocated that approach was the mayor, my grandfather. He was the last mayor Jirai City ever had.
It's kind of what Reen's character looks like.
He was a stubborn old bastard, but he had this wry sense of humor, and was well loved by everyone. I lost my mom and dad early, so he was also my only living relative. He taught me just about everything a guy could know. He was like a mom, dad, and your old master rolled into one, I guess. Anyway, fast forward to 10 years ago. Out of nowhere, we received this proposal from the Erebonian government. They said they wanted to extend a railway line from Heimdall all the way to Jirai. We relied on the sea for trade before, but there wasn't any reason to believe we couldn't benefit from being connected to Heimdall by rail. The proposal drew overwhelming support from the city's council. And as a result, my grandfather was forced to accept. Within a year, the city had all of its old life back and then some. The streets were more bustling than ever. But keep in mind, this was the result of huge amounts of imperial capital flowing into the city. Land and buildings we once treasured were bought up left and right. Everything became a target for investment. People only cared about making money.
It's crazy.
Something similar supposedly happened in Crossbell too, but unlike there, no opposition existed in Jirai. My grandfather sensed something was off, and he tried what he could to get the situation under control. Then one day, someone blew up the railway line leading to Jirai. Everyone demanded that it be repaired as quickly as possible. Everyone except the Imperial government. Instead, they panned our national security arrangements for being insufficient and threatened to withdraw all
Imperial capital.
The city was left in an uproar like we'd never seen. Shares plummeted, and with no one able to ascertain the culprit's identity, chaos reigned. That was when he, Chancellor Gileath Osborne, in his third year as representative of the Imperial government, personally came to Jirai. We then received a second proposal.
The restoration of the railway and its future security will be seen to by the Imperial Army. In return for our continued assistance in safekeeping, Jirai will come under the wing of our glorious empire and attain even greater prosperity as a special economic zone.
The timing was too good to be true, really. Realizing this, my grandfather staunchly opposed the idea. He tried everything he could to convince the city's council to reject the offer. Unfortunately, once you taste the sweet fruit of prosperity, it's hard to want to go back. The council, made up of influential merchants and all their greed, jumped at the offer. And tempted by the elimination of customs, together with the tax breaks from being an SEZ, many of the citizens did too. And during all that, they'd conveniently found a suspect behind the railway incident, my grandfather. He loved Jirai more than anyone, and up till then, its people loved him too. And yet, virtually overnight, he found himself facing the wrath of both the city's council and the citizens alike. Left with no choice, he resigned from his position as mayor, and Jirai formally became part of the empire. Both of these things happened on the same exact day.
Damn.
That was 8 years ago. Naturally, everyone knew my grandfather wasn't the one who did it. They knew who was really responsible. They just turned a blind eye to the truth. See? I warned you. Just your run-of-the-mill sob story.
I don't know what to say, Crow. What happened to him after that? Your grandfather.
One day, he just up and died. Once he
he's
resigned, the
older.
whole affair with the railway getting blown up was all but forgotten. He lived comfortably in retirement for about half a year, fell ill, and that was that. He just lost the will to go on, I guess. Like I said, he was the only family I had. I mean, I had plenty of friends even then, but I chose to leave it all behind. I was 13 at the time. I wandered the land, doing whatever I had to get by.
Sorry I don't speak a lot.
That was when I met old Cayenne, who happily indulged my hatred for the Chancellor. And with his financial backing, I went out with the goal to find others who were just like me. That was the beginning of the Imperial Liberation Front. Gideon, Scarlet, and Vulcan were among those I recruited.
Gideon's long gone.
I'd also met Vita then. I only knew her as the woman who would often come to see Cayenne.
Come on.
She guided me to a place below the city of Ordis, and there slept the Azure Knight Ordine. One after another, I overcame the same trials you did with your friends, but alone. And once I'd proven myself worthy, Ordine accepted me as his awakener. That was 3 years ago. I was 16. My preparations complete, I concealed my background and enrolled in a military academy near the capital. Everything I did for the sole purpose of taking the Chancellor's head. Come on now, what's with the face? You look sadder about all this than I do.
Yeah, I guess.
I swear. I'm not trying to tell you the Chancellor was evil or anything.
I'm not trying to tell you the Chancellor's evil, but I want to brutally murder him.
What?
Still, there's no denying that he managed to outwit my grandfather. And he may have lost, but Pop's always loved a good gamble. It's thanks to him that I'm pretty good at chess, card games, that kind of stuff. I'd say it's fairly normal for a student to want to avenge his master's defeat, wouldn't you?
Maybe.
At the end of the day, there's no denying this country has problems, and the Chancellor's methods were making them worse. I studied those problems, worked out how to use the situation to my advantage, and then won the game with an all-or-nothing gamble. But when you think of how peaceful Jirai is now, I'd say I've got a duty to clear up the mess left behind by my game too, which means ending this war and restoring peace. So it's only when that's done that my game is truly over. I don't want whatever your decision is to be influenced by my past, okay? Like Rufus said, you need to think long and hard about what it is you're fighting for. For you, more than anyone else.
Yeah, but Crow.
Trey in the background, sorry.
Anyway, I think I've stuck around here for long enough. You're gonna be treated as a visitor. Well, sort of. It's about time for the higher-ups to head back to Heimdall, so go ahead and pass the time however you want.
However I want? What else can I even do here?
What is that? Did they write their own separate airship?
There'll be no guards outside your room, so if you want to try and escape, be my guest. Just keep in mind that some members of Ouroboros and Zephyr are on board too. Not to mention me, Scarlet, and Vulcan. So if you're up for a gamble of your own, get ready to take all of us on.
Sounds fun.
Oh yeah, one more thing. There's this real cute visitor in the guest of honors room on the 2nd floor. I think she'd perk right up if she saw you. So why not go pay her a visit? Just don't go making your girl jealous, okay?
Okay. So...
I wonder who he means. He said she's in the guest of honors room. Well, I can't waste much time here. I told everyone I'd definitely come back soon. Right now, I need to gather as much information as I can. I can make my choice after that. At least then, you'll be an informed one.
Okay, after a million cutscenes and sub-stories, are we just gonna keep going? Like, is intermission? Am I just not gonna get? Okay, I was like, I was ready for it to just be like cut to the next one. I was like, okay, never mind. Okay, we're gonna stop there. That went a little bit longer than I thought it would. But yeah, then we'll jump into the intermission and then Act 2 or whatever. I think there's like 3 acts in the finale. There's like always an intermission. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. All of the guides I use below, as well as all of my socials, are linked in my bio. Well, guides are below, and my socials are linked in my bio. So you can follow me on pretty much any platform. Thank you all for watching yet again, and I do hope to see you in the next video or over my Twitch channel. Okay, bye!